Now, chin tucks is probably one of my most recommended exercises for people just because it is, so functional and so easy to do also. Basically, if I were to kind of jet my chin forward like this, the goal with a chin tuck is to tuck my chin straight back this way. And so from here, and then I'm just going to tuck my chin straight back into my throat and then right back down. I call it the double, basically neck extension and upper back extension. Again, our spines are built to move and we need to get them into end ranges. But so much of what we do is in front of us, meaning eyes level, and down below us, meaning we're kind of down here in front of us. Rarely do we get back into this position right here. It can be the cause for a lot of pain. So let's show you some ways that you can do that safely. What I like to do is grab a towel, and what you're going to do is just kind of put that right around your neck. Try to keep it a little bit lower on your neck. And then what you can do is actually just extend backwards. So you'll see that as I hold that towel in place, I can bias my neck. So that's going to be your cervical spine, holding right here, looking back, go just as far as you can. I tell people I want you to go to the point when it's painful, but not into pain. You're right here, you're holding tight. If that's painful, that's where you're going to stop. Hold it for about, continue to do this, you can get back further and further and further. Now, if we wanted to move that down, if we wanted to make it kind of a neck and upper back exercise, you're seated in a chair, you can actually extend backwards over the back of that chair. Well, the change that you're going to make is with your hands, we're holding right here. Now, as my neck kind of gets back to that end range, what I'm going to do is follow it with my hands. And so you'll see that angle stays relative. So I'm going to hold this towel at this same angle throughout that whole motion. So neck goes back, and now I can actually extend over that chair. I can get my upper back involved. Again, it's not a position that our upper backs are used to getting into, but it's a position that our upper backs need to get into. It can be a source for a lot of pain in your upper back. It can be the source of a lot of kind of muscle knots through your neck and shoulders. If you get into that position, if you get that upper back moving, can really help those areas. So we're right here, we're extending, we're coming back up over the chair, hold for about a 3 to 5 second count, and then come right back down. What you're going to do is come up to a doorway. You put your hands up a little bit higher on the doorway so that your forearms are on either side of the door frame, and then keep your head up high, keep your shoulders back, and then just step into that doorway. You're going to lean into the doorway just until a comfortable stretch is felt through just that front of the chest and front of the shoulders. You're going to hold that for about 20 seconds, and then you're going to come out of the doorway. Now with that one, I like to repeat that 3 times, so you're looking at and so the lower back stretch that I like is going to be what we call in yoga a cobra pose. You're going to come right here, lay on your stomach, and you'll see that I'm kind of propped up on my elbows right now. And for a lot of you, this may be an adequate stretch. You should feel a good stretch in your lower back. You should feel it just as you're trying to extend backwards. And what I tell people is spend about 10 seconds right there, and then come down, and then give it like a 2 to 3 second break, and then come right back up, and then you're going to spend 10 seconds there. Now for those of you who might be a little more mobile than this, we can take this to the next level with what we would call, again, the cobra pose. All of a sudden my hands are down on the ground, and you'll see that I can push up onto my hands to introduce even more of an arch in my back. Again, it's the opposite direction of seated, of flexing forward. And so this is not the best position for you to be in. This is actually really going to hurt a lot more than it's going to do good. And so if you have one of those conditions and need to stretch your back out, the ones that I typically recommend are going to be either a single knee to chest. You're going to grab one knee and you're going to pull it into your chest until you feel a good stretch in your back. Or we can take it a step further and do a double knee to chest. If you grab both of your knees, pull them right into your chest until a stretch is felt in your lower back. That is going to be a much better, a much more effective stretch. So what I tell people is now I want you to contract that left glute. So I want you to get into a neutral position. First step is to squeeze that left glute, keep it contracted, and now lean forward into that position. And you'll see that I'm only able to go that far before I feel a really big stretch in the front of that hip flexor. You're going to hang out there for about 20 seconds, 15, 20 seconds, and then back out of it, contract the glute again, come onto, again, I'm just shifting my weight forward onto my right foot. Left leg is the one that I'm trying to stretch out. About 15, 20 seconds, come out of it. You'll do that 3 on the other leg also. So I demonstrate going to be my last one. Number 6, we've got to get the hamstrings mobile. the version of the hamstring stretch that I like, that I prefer, there's actually two of them that I'll show you guys. The first one's going to be up on a chair. If I wanted to stretch that left hamstring out, all I need to do is prop my foot up onto something, and now you'll notice my back. I want to keep my back nice and straight, and as I lean forward there, I mean, that's as far as I can go, and that's a really good stretch to the back of that hamstring. You're going to hold that for about a 15 to 20 second count and then come back out of it. Really straight, good posture with my back. As I lean forward, again, big stretch on my hamstring. The difference, again, so here, if I round my back, look how much further I can go, but really, it's not as big a stretch. Keep your back straight, lean forward, hold it for 15 to 20 seconds. Repeat that one 3 times. You're going to get a belt or a towel or a sheet or a rope, just something that doesn't stretch. This one's going to go around my foot. If I'm stretching out that left hamstring, I'm going to lay down flat, and then you'll see that in this position, my back is very safe and it's very protected, and then I can pull on this strap just until I get a good, comfortable stretch through the back of the leg. That one I'm going to hold for 15 to 20 seconds and then lay off of it a little bit, kind of back off of the stretch. Hold it up here again, about 15 to 20 seconds. I'll repeat that 3 times, and then obviously